We got a video reacting to TommyG. It says how Mexican cartels smuggle drugs into California. What the hell though with this goddamn title? But look, before the video start, man, make sure I drop a like, drop a sub. Let's get into the video.
Donald Trump tried to stop this shit by putting up that wall. It only made us to work harder and smarter. I'll have a border patrol pick up 10 of my people and bring them right here. We don't give a f. As long as they get their cut.
They don't give a fuck. They put that wall up. They just make us work smarter and harder. And that's all I feel like, bruh. It making them work harder, but shit, they still gonna get this shit across no matter what the fuck.
So what are the best ways to smuggle people now in 2025?
In the car, but have them as a passenger.
Going through Border Patrol.
Hell yeah.
¿Puedes describir tu profesión?
Narcotraficante.
¿En qué nivel se encuentra?
And my thing is though, I really be surprised that like these cartels and these criminals actually just be going on here just talking like this too. And I be always wondering, do they ever try to, like the legal system, like the FBI or any like, do they ever try to come to TommyG though and try to get information off these people or get the raw footage of this shit to actually see what they look like, sound like and shit like that? Or can they even do this shit though?
Dentro de su organización.
Cause I be feeling like you can still get caught like that.
This is a cartel smuggler.
You pop it open, inside the tire walls, that's where you're gonna hide the product. Product can be anything from...
And then he over there telling them where they hide the shit at, in the tires and everything. Damn. He giving up the sauce, man.
Powder, it can be pills.
And so is this guy that deals in meth.
I'll start doing it right now. Pull up to the liquor store a little bit. I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, make it 40.
And this man right here is the right-hand man of one of the most violent cartel bosses in Tijuana.
¿Cuántos años tienes en tu trabajo?
Toda la vida.
Today we dive into how the Mexican cartels operate in one of the most profitable parts of their territory, the California border. And as we speak right now, there is a vicious war being fought in Tijuana.
A week of attacks across Mexico. Dozens of stores, cars, buses, and trucks set on fire.
Damn.
And once the cartels make it into America, they have yet another battle to fight: U.S. law enforcement.
A massive disruption to a cartel based in the Imperial Valley. 47 alleged members of the Sinaloa cartel indicted. More than 2 million potentially fatal doses of fentanyl seized.
Today we look into questions like, is business harder or easier under the Trump administration? What are the current methods smugglers are using to be successful? And what motivates the people that work for these ruthless cartels? Join me today as we find out this and much, much more. Let's head to San Diego. But before we meet the cartel, first a quick word from our sponsor. Running a
Quick word from our sponsor, dog. Fuck that. We ain't getting these sponsors.
There's definitely running a small business by the spot I am cool about the organ form is hiring. So folks, starting the show. Leads.
Okay, here we go. Damn.
We got a lot of shit to cover here. We have cartel leads. We have a lot of things brewing and cooking, but I just want you to think that anywhere around this city, we're just across the border of Tijuana. You have no idea which car is making a delivery, a transaction, and that we are gonna be in the thick of things for this episode. So come on.
Bro, my thing, I don't even let old TommyG got like a heart of like fucking solid steel, cause like, bro, I wouldn't want to be around all this different type of shit, cause I'd be too scared of me getting caught for just being around these motherfuckers. Shit.
Join me.
Cause you really put in the lose-lose situation, you get caught and the police be like, hey, we need their footage or some shit. Y'all just got caught in the act. We need their footage. Oh, I ain't gonna get, are you going to jail? You know what I'm saying? Like, hell nah.
The journey we meet with Widow, a woman who has been smuggling on behalf of Mexican cartels for many years, and she is currently facing over 25 years in prison. She gives us the inside scoop on how smuggling is done and what it's like working for a Mexican cartel.
Essentially, my role is recruiting and training people how to cross the border.
Is that a difficult business right now?
It is, because people are getting a lot more scared. Right now, you have a lot of different entities kind of like factoring in. So like my backstory is I was born here in the States on accident. Like my mom gave birth on accident here. I was never intended to be born here. And my mom, she's from Sinaloa and my dad's from Durango. So growing up on the border, when I tell people, oh, I'm Mexican, hablo español, soy mexicana, no, Like you just did really well in English, like in Spanish class in school. And the truth is, I didn't learn English till I was like 14. Lo único que viene de la frontera va a ser him.
I ain't gonna even lie though. She speak good ass English for her to only learn Spanish. I mean, for her to only learn English until she was 14. Because, bruh, it be some Hispanic people that be learning English like around 7, 8 years of age and still don't even speak good ass Spanish. I mean English, which be the crazy shit.
Drogas y a veces documentos. Hasta ahí.
¿Qué tipos de documentos?
Documentos para que la gente que está de aquel lado, que ocupan mantener un perfil bajo, que están buscados, estén acá y pueden moverse más fácil.
So, if I'm on the FBI's most wanted list and I'm a cartel boss, why would I live in the United States?
Because sometimes you hide in plain sight.
But why not live in Mexico where I have a compound, I have bodyguards, I have endless resources?
Because that's not safe. That's not safe. I can tell you that firsthand. I lived that. Where I lived in Mexico, it was safe, supposedly. And one day, I get out of my car, my spouse, he just walked to the corner store, and not even 30 seconds later, all I heard was his nickname. They yelled it out. I looked at him, I told him to throw himself on the floor. I had to throw my newborn baby to somebody who can protect her. And mind you, we were in a gated community. I had guards outside my house, and all I can do is watch him get shot.
So you and your children witnessed
This shit crazy as hell, bro.
by Sicario.
My family is connected to a cartel. But just because I'm their family member doesn't mean that I'm protected. Protection costs money. Protection costs your life, your soul, your entity, everything.
How high up in this game would you say you are?
High enough that when the last time I got arrested, they literally pulled me over and they said, hey, is your name beep?
You're currently fighting a federal case right now.
Currently.
And how much time are you looking at?
I really feel like she really putting too much information out, just saying about how much time she looking at and that she fighting a federal case right now. But hey, you never know though.
We're talking like 25 to 35. It's a risk that everybody takes when you join into this lifestyle.
¿Trabajas para muchas carteles o solamente una?
Para varias personas. Es que puedes trabajar dentro del mismo cartel, pero hay diferentes, lo que le llaman fraccionamientos. Yo he hecho trabajos para carteles de Sinaloa, o sea, lo que son chapitos, o sea, lo que es de los chapitos, es el Mayo. Hace muchos años era la familia Arellano Félix.
Can we hear more about the battle waging, particularly in Tijuana, between cartels? Who's taking power? Who's losing power? What's going on? This is Fernando, aka El Bordo. He grew up in Tijuana and San Diego and did freelance smuggling for a few years. He's built a reputation for being heavily tapped into cartel connections, and he gives some insights on the current state of affairs and how things are going down on the border right now.
It's very crazy, man, because like there's a whole faction of like the Tijuana cartel, and you hear about like the new generation cartel, but they're also Tijuana-based people, you know, but they're just with another flag. But when you get into the details, like these bosses have known each other for years. There's just words about like they killed each other's brothers and stuff like that. So it's not really something like Sinaloa and against Tijuana because they're different factions. No, it's actually like internal.
Is it fair to say that right now in Mexican cartel history, this is a particularly violent and bloody and dangerous time?
Yeah, it's worse than ever right now.
Like it's worse than ever right now. But I'm just trying to see though, what would it make somebody that y'all know each other? Okay, y'all some cartel bosses or whatever. Y'all know each other. What makes y'all just kill each other, bro? Or enemy? Well, not enemy, but people that y'all cool with, brother or some shit off some bullshit. I don't fucking know. Like, what the fuck?
Rate the difference between doing business.
I can't even really say shit because even in like gangs and shit in Memphis, bro, like a lot of these motherfuckers be cool as hell before they turn ops, and they be the crazy shit. Like y'all used to be cool as hell, now y'all ops now. Like, bro.
Trump versus
Con Biden, las cosas.
Did y'all really ever fuck with each other?
Su enfoque era en otras cosas, no tanto lo que es la seguridad de la frontera, pero con Papi Trump, uy no. Es que muchos mexicanos les gusta la idea de Trump en oficina porque todos pensamos que es un pendejo, ¿no? En realidad la gente creo que no piensa la realidad de que este cabrón está muy trucha.
I feel like that bastard is very sharp.
Especialmente lo que es lo suyo es el negocio. Es cabrón el güey. Bien cabrón. Pero la cosa es que Trump es un racista. No quiere a los mexicanos.
Next, we meet with a man who goes by Gordo. He is the right-hand man of one of the most violent Tijuana cartel bosses, and he gives us an insider scoop on current cartel business and politics.
¿Puedes describir tu profesión?
Narcotraficante,
¿En qué nivel se encuentra usted dentro de su organización?
jefe,
¿Cuántos años tienes en tu trabajo?
toda la vida. Mi padre fue traficante.
¿Eres capaz de decir a qué organización perteneces? Creo que quiere decir que sí se puede decir.
Vamos al cartel de Tijuana.
¿Cuál es la diferencia de hacer negocios bajo el gobierno de Trump al que estaba Biden?
Era más fácil, la frontera estaba más abierta. Bajaron los precios.
Like it was more easy when the thing was open, so shit. Prices was low. Of course, the price gonna be lower just because it was easier.
De nuestros productos. El presidente Trump está haciendo las cosas perfectamente. Quiere llevar el país a una mejor economía. Está cerrando las fronteras porque pasó muchas personas que no tenía que pasar con el gobierno de Biden, que pedían asilo político. Muchas de las personas que pidieron asilo político, la verdad eran criminales. Ahora con Trump pues van a regresar los precios y
como era antes.
Entonces va bien la política con Donald Trump.
Next,
Like them folks real did got a wall, and I don't even think it took these folks that long to even build this goddamn wall. It's the craziest shit ever.
we meet with a man who goes by G70. He's a human smuggler as well.
And look, then he'll give out his nickname and shit. This shit really
as
be
a
opt
drug
out.
smuggler. We met up with him in a very creepy safe house near the border, and here's how it went.
How young were you when you got into this game?
I was born into this, man. There's no coming out of this no more. Once you go into this game, you're gonna die, or you're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life. And that's not only 12 years. And I know this.
And what makes that worth it?
Giving my family a better life. I bought everybody a house, everybody has a car, and everybody has money in their pockets. Even though I might be broke, my whole family is not, because I blessed them.
When do you get the blessings of your work?
My blessings come when I give it away to my family and the people that I love, and it makes me feel great.
How is the business different when Biden was president?
Well, my thing is, okay, you doing all this for them, but at the end of the day, you down there just really just broke. Because I at least make sure, okay, if I make sure my family's straight, I'll make sure I'm straight first before I make sure my family's straight. Because, like, just living in this type of bed for real, like, what the fuck? Like, hell nah. At least give myself, like, a little better house. Like, it ain't gotta be a multi-million-dollar house or no shit like that. Man, you can get you a cool little 30, 40, 50,000. Well, it might be different in Mexico or whatever. But they get you a little better little home or something. Shit. I mean, you want to keep a low profile. But damn.
Trump now, how has it changed?
At least a good bed.
He denied. He was a dumbass, man. He would stand up there and just freeze on the camera and didn't know what to do, and all that shit went for us because he wanted to open the borders, and we needed those borders to stay open. So when the president changed and Donald Trump came into play, he really put his motherfucking foot down on us. And we felt it. We felt it. That we figured it out. We got Mexican cops paid off, and every authority from the border patrol, everybody. I'll have a border patrol pick up 10 of my people and bring them right here. We don't give a f. As long as they get their cut, they will shut the f.
If you get a shot out that window, you're gonna see that border. This section right here, it's the outskirts of Playas de Tijuana, and here it's called Soler. A lot of criminal activity happens in this section right over here. It's on the Mexican side. This is the riskiest way to cross into the States from Mexico. Yeah, if you try to swim through the ocean, that ocean will kill you right there.
So what are the best
That fucking ocean will kill you. Like, damn, what the fuck, they got mines in that bitch or something?
ways to smuggle people now in 2025?
In the car, but have them as a passenger. How it's done, it's kind of up, but it's really simple. Again, women kind of take domination on that part of the industry too. They steal IDs from like Americans.
So the average person crossing the border right now is in a car, border patrol, go up to the checkpoint, and you have that border patrol on payroll, or you just have fake documentation?
Fake documentation sometimes. There are some people that do have border patrol agents on payroll.
Which cartel is the most powerful right now in Tijuana?
Well, right now, La Nueva Generación is they are coming in strong. But you do have those older sanctions, those older families that are still putting their foot down. But if you go down to like Rosarito, Puerto Nuevo, Primo Tapia, Ensenada, San Quintin, San Felipe, keep going down all the way until you hit Baja Sur, you have smaller families, you have smaller entities that are making big impacts in the community. People are scared to drive through Tijuana. Me personally, I went not that
She's
long
like,
ago.
I ain't scared. I'm going through
and
everywhere.
I was swiveling my head more than a fucking bobble because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Escucho que hay una guerra en Tijuana entre los carteles. ¿Qué ha pasado y quién va ganando?
Hey, but it's crazy how it's going in Mexico for real, for real. It really be seeming like Mexico is like this lawless place for real, for real. I mean, they got laws, they got polices and shit like that. But it be seeming like they really just doing whatever the fuck they want in Mexico. Like, you'll think America bad. America ain't really playing this shit for real. You got some states that's kind of ruthless and not too much shit going on, but the shit that they doing in Mexico, yeah, it wouldn't get too far in America.
Tijuana es una frontera muy codiciada. Siempre ha estado en guerra. Todo el mundo quiere traficar por Tijuana, por su acercamiento a una de las ciudades económicas más grandes del mundo, que es Los Ángeles. Tijuana siempre ha estado en guerra. All the cartels in TJ right now are fighting against each other. Donald Trump tried to stop this shit by putting up that wall. It only made us to work harder and smarter. He ain't never gonna stop us.
He ain't gonna never stop. Hold on, what that man just say? Hold on, he'll die.
Like that little hole right.
Like, the man ain't gonna drop his phone like he just cool the head gonna say like that little hoe right there.
She calling me right now.
She calling me right now asking me.
She crossed the border and bring some drugs for me. I told her, yeah. I said, oh, when I got time. I'll shove one little tiny ounce of pussy, another ounce of pussy. You take this gun, cross it through the border too, shove it in your pussy.
Can you tell me what's going on over here?
This crystal right here, that's 1 ounce. That's 3 ounces. That's another ounce right there.
So is it a particularly bloody and violent time right now in Mexico?
Like it's stupid dangerous out there right now.
All right, so essentially, when you identify a vehicle that you're going to use to cross the border, it's really simple. The more normal the car is, the better. So, for instance, something like this vehicle looks like a little mom car, a little family car. You'll never suspect what's its real intentions behind it. So, step one, you look at the tires, right? You get that measurement of the tire. Why? Real simple. If you know anything about cars, you know that your spare tire will never be the same size of your real tire. You always go for a car that has the spare tire on the inside versus underneath. That's like a size 16, 17 tire, if I'm not mistaken. This donut, it's great. Only reason why you don't use donuts is because one, they're extremely expensive to repair. Two, once you pop them open, you can't seal them the same. And three, for logistic reasons, you don't want to be giving away a $800 tire every single time you do a drop. You see this part right here with the flathead? You pop it open inside the tire of the tire walls. That's where you're going to hide the product. Product can be anything from like powder. It can be pills. Unfortunately, there is part of this business that there's certain people that will get caught up in this. They either get too cocky, they're people that are not trusted, they're people that are burnt out. They're just people that they need to get rid of, and they'll literally set them up for failure so that way they get caught at the border. But yeah, that's how you would typically pack a tire up.
For purposely get motherfucker caught up at the border. Oh yeah, I hate to be mad at the motherfucker.
Other ways that people pack cars, I've done it before. It's not something that I typically like to do. You can always remove the panels here. You remove these panels, and inside it's usually pretty hollow. You can usually stick about, I never went more than like 2 bricks on each side. The tire itself can carry anywhere between 1 kilo if you're gonna do something light. That's usually like somebody who's trying to get some personal use across, but the most I've ever put in a tire is about 15 kilos.
How much money can you stand to make from that?
That's where pricing can get interesting. So for instance, most people, for just being a driver, unless they're working or they're communicating with somebody that they trust, it's going to be anywhere from like $2,000 a run to
$2,000, but that ain't shit to be risking your life like that though. Like 2,000 though, I'm thinking motherfucker be like 100. You know what I'm saying? Cool little 100, at least 80. But damn, 2,000 though.
if you're with an organization that respects you and values you, and they're gonna pay you what you're worth, they're gonna pay you $2,000 for every piece of product that you have in the car.
And how many of these runs can you do in a week?
I used to do like 2 a day.
So were you balling off of this?
¿Ganas más dinero en el negocio de trata de personas o de narcos?
Es de los dos. El negocio de las personas ilegales está pues, muy rentable, está muy caro por lo mismo. Una persona ahorita tienes que cobrar a una persona ilegal hasta $20,000. Los dos son muy productivos.
En un mes, ¿cuánto dinero es posible ganar en este negocio?
Al mesecito mínimo unos con $100,000. This motherfucker right here.
See this motherfucker right here?
Yes, sir. It's how we communicate without any signals getting pinpointed to us, because this is a private line that you have to pay for, and you cannot get in here unless you know us. One of my guys is the guy. So I picked up 6 people. The 7th person, I couldn't find him. Look at him. Poor dude.
He got caught in the barbed wire.
Poor dude, man. So
Damn, what the fuck? Fuck, got that nigga caught in the ball. Like, damn. Is he down there dead?
the next morning, look where they got his ass. Right there. The border patrol's taking him down. I feel so bad for that dude, man.
How much did that guy pay to try and get across?
Everybody's different because whoever recommends them and whoever the family is, it all just depends who you know. I could charge you up to $14,000, $12,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. After $20,000 is a little
What makes this job worth it to you?
It's not. Now I can say that it's not worth it. I got my kids, you know, I got my family.
How young were you when you made your first run, you think?
16. I was 16 and I was pregnant with my eldest. And I was scared shitless because my mom had just kicked me out
Man,
of the
what
house.
the
She told
fuck?
me, hey,
Oh.
like, you wanted to go do adult things? Well, now you gotta go live with the man.
There's shopping malls over here. Can you just describe the difference between quality of life here in America to just over there, what the difference is?
The shopping center that we're at, if there's a homeless person walking around here, they can get a cheeseburger. If they panhandling, like, for a little bit, they can get a cheeseburger and fries. There's people behind this wall that they have not had a cheeseburger in like over a year. That all they eat is rice and beans.
And that's what motivates a lot of these people to do this kind of
It's
work.
money. It's money.
In the American media, the image portrayed of the cartels is they're terrifying, they're brutal, they're doing a lot of evil things. Is that an accurate representation?
I would say no, because so you go back, for instance, you go to the outskirts of Culiacan, to like the little ranches, the fincas, with
Hey, that shit kind of crazy too. How they got a fucking mall close to this border, bro. Like, it is the border right here, or is this some other? I'm saying it's crazy if it's a mall literally right here beside the border. Like that
there's
shit.
little to no money,
That shit
there's no
fucked up.
Like there's no commerce there. There's nothing. You know what these big cartel honchos do? They give money back to the community. You know, they make parks for the kids. They help with like basic foods for, you know, for the local community. They build schools.
From many of the reports I've seen, by far the cartel that is becoming the biggest, strongest, most powerful is CJNG. Is that accurate?
It's accurate for right now.
What words would you use to describe their cartel?
They're going against tradition, killing in front of women and children, violating women and children.
Why he looking like that though?
Robbing from innocent bystanders that have nothing to do with the organization.
Is it almost like in America, OGs versus YNs?
You can put it that way.
So right now you're facing legal troubles. Does the cartel that you were working with or freelancing with, do they step in and help you in that situation?
Nope.
What does that make you think?
It makes me think, rethink and second guess my choices. It
Like, did
really
you
does.
expect me?
More loyalty?
At one point I did, especially because I've been with them for so long.
Hey, yeah, cause it's just like, bruh, I'm the reason y'all in this situation for real. Well, technically, you can't even blame them for you being the reason, unless they just like forced you to be in this shit. But it's just like, damn, like I'm working for y'all for help y'all bring this money in and that woo. I go to jail, I'm facing this. Y'all ain't gonna help me get a lawyer. Y'all ain't gonna do this for me. I got shit. What the fuck point of me doing this shit for?
And I've been working for so long, but
Like, what the fuck?
at the end of the day, it's
Get the fuck.
dog world, you know?
And it's almost like, hey, you're good as long as you're working.
I'm disposable at any point in time. People over here that claim here in the US that they've tried Thusi before is fucking hilarious.
That's the really
That's the real stuff. Thusi is the pink stuff. The things that you hear about, like all these artists singing in songs and rapping about it in songs, it is so hard to get your hands on the real shit of that. You know what I would make my money off of? Like coca lavada, like flavored coke, like strawberry, coconut, pineapple. Oh yeah, like this. This is a driver ready to pick up, like, in TJ. Like, he's waiting for somebody to meet him.
So he sends that to you like, hey, I'm ready, I'm in position.
This is the driver at the port of entry, just like checking in, because we obviously...
In the car, no, at this point.
No, this is all drugs. So on this end of the border, you're never gonna see people actually cross people, because it's not, like, it's very risky to cross people through California right now.
So they go through where?
It's easier to do it through, like, New Mexico.
And you over here telling these folk, and she telling these folk what to do with that, so they finna start spending extra time over here.
Texas.
How much are California street gangs someone that buys from someone like you?
So my clientele is Bloods, Crips, like
street gangs, and then they distribute it locally.
Fuck yeah.
So that makes you more of a like a wholesaler.
Yeah.
You get the big loads to the street gangs and then break it up.
Because how I got arrested and why I got arrested, it's a very deeper story behind it, and I got set up, and I had my kids with me.
Someone snitched on you?
And it's crazy she had her kids with her doing shit like this too though, and the shit risky as hell though.
Somebody snitched on me, somebody told somebody where I was gonna be at, what car I was gonna be in.
Is snitching on cartel business a death sentence if they
Yes.
find out who did it?
Yes.
Person been dealt with?
To my knowledge, that individual has been taken care of. The mother, I don't want my kids doing this. It's already shameful enough.
She said I would.
The mother, I don't want my kids doing this. Has been taken care of. The mother, I don't want.
Oh, I don't. I sure over say hell nah. She bullshitting.
Yeah.
All of them?
No.
Well, how do you feel about that?
When I told my kid that is involved in that, I told him, like, why? You do it. My dad does it. My dad did it. You do it. Okay, good. I'm a great example. Like, you see what the I'm going through.
Do you almost feel like you can't tell them not to do it because...
I feel like a hypocrite when I tell them not to do it. Yeah, I do. I feel like a hypocrite.
What do the cartels think about President Scheinbaum?
I guess it's one of the worst things that happened in Mexico.
So is she actively
I
trying
feel like one of the worst things that happened in Mexico.
to shut the cartels down or do anything about the cartel situation?
No, I think they're just gaining more power, the government, like the corrupt side. Now they're not only like going against like doing shady stuff to cartels, they do it to regular citizens too. You know, like
so the citizens are upset about that.
So it's spreading to like, it's not something like, for instance, you used to have cops that would steal drugs from cartels, you know, and then they'll sell it and stuff. But now they're actually like kidnapping like regular businessmen.
¿Te gusta la presidenta Claudia Sheinbaum? ¿Por qué sí o por qué no?
A nadie le gusta la presidenta Claudia Sheinbaum porque está llevando al país a un quiebre total.
There's conspiracy theorists that wonder if Mossad or any sort of Israeli intelligence agency has a stake in the operations of the Mexican cartels. Do you know if that's at all accurate?
I haven't really heard anything specific about it, but Mexico's always been filled with all these intelligence agencies from different parts just because its proximity to the United States. So, I mean, even famous reporters have gotten killed by a lone assassin that was never found, you know, because they started uncovering either CIA stuff or you know, spy agencies from other countries, Israel and Russians and stuff.
No te podría decir que trabaja directamente, pero sí exagentes de ciertas corporaciones de inteligencia de gobiernos alrededor del mundo vienen y enseñan tácticas de guerra.
¿Alguna reflexión final o algo más que te gustaría decir?
A los jóvenes, que no porque miren películas de acción, narcotráfico, criminalidad, corridos que ahorita están de moda, que no se metan a este mundo. Es totalmente una mentira. No saben lo que se batalla, lo que te quiebra mentalmente, el estrés. Sigan por un camino bueno el deporte, el estudio, el emprendimiento. Aquí hay de dos, como dicen, cárcel o la muerte. Y para allá vemos. Hay muchas personas que sí se salen. Es muy difícil ya cuando estás en un nivel alto. Entonces, que le echen ganas.
Two choices, death or prison for the rest of your life. And if you're willing to do one of those eventually, then come on over. I suggest people stay away from this life. I wouldn't wish this upon no one.
Folks, thank you for joining me on
I
this
wouldn't wish this upon no one. That's what they all say, though. You know what I'm saying? But they be right, though.
If
You
you
know.
are in Jalisco or maybe Sinaloa, Plaza Boss, or above, and you want to take me deeper into the cartel world, email me at
Man, he talking about he want to go deep in the cartel. Where Tommy G, boy, you got that heart of a fucking lion, a gorilla, a what? Cause I wouldn't want to get deeper in it, motherfucker. Because what if somebody can end up coming up shoot that motherfucker up or some shit? Yeah, to the now, yeah, now. But I ain't even lie though. I was so interested in this goddamn video, bro. Like I really didn't even talk that much throughout this video. I talked enough, but like not a whole lot because like what the fuck though? Like that shit just be crazy though. That's why I fuck with Tommy G though. If y'all fuck with Tommy G, like drop a like right now. Hit that subscribe button to it. Well, if your boy reached that goal of 1,000 subscribers on this goddamn channel. But yeah, Tommy G. Like I said, I couldn't do what he was doing for real. Not around these cartel bosses and shit like that. Hell nah. I'm too scared of that shit. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Make sure y'all drop a like, drop a sub, do what it do, and see y'all guys in the next video, guys. Peace.